Yes, and the markets are keep on falling, guys. Not too bad, but still the S&P 500 0.4% negative today. Also the Dow Jones almost a little bit more than 0.5%, and the Nasdaq minimal 0.18% negative. So the sell-off continues a little bit. We go into this live stream into a graphic that will show you that the buy and sells are actually equal to each other right now. So it's like a little bit of an aftermath of yesterday, right? No big news other than the general news that you could see. Also Asia is falling, and yeah, Nikkei is down, Hong Kong is down, Shanghai is a little bit up. South Korea falls nearly 2% as Asia stock slips. So, it's always fading around the world, this kind of downturns on the stock market. So let's have a look what the world is telling us today. So first of all, let's have a look. This is obviously the main reason, the scareness of the overall market to see more and more of a second wave. We see that here now in this graphic really nicely, where you see that it's the uptick that is concerning the people, especially in the US. It's such a huge country, and with so many different states, so many different regulations, and they are actually, seems to have more and more opening, and this are equivalent to more and more cases out there. And then you see this graphic that actually started, in my personal opinion, the overall sell-off, the profit taking, right? Yesterday, when it was all in all, let me just beside here just see if the stream is healthy for you guys. Yeah, it seems to be all good. So as you can see here, the cases are spiking. This is the Texas chart. Yesterday the news was that in Florida we have so many cases like never before. So new record after new record. Unfortunately, not stock market records, but more of a new cases records, right? Moreover, we have here the graphic that I promised you. So the buy and sell ratio on the stock market, which is, when you had more stock sales orders and when you had more stock buy orders. And as you can see, it was more of a huge sell during mid of March. Then it turned and it then became huge buying. And then we had similar to, I would say, end of April or May, where it crossed again, and now it's crossed as well. So let's see in which direction it moves, but the overall news, should be concentrate on two main parts, which is one, the second wave, and secondly, the traders and investors will definitely look into the recoveries, the Q2 numbers, the stimulus packages, what the Fed will do. This will be the main part for the next couple of months, okay? There's nothing else that will significantly or can significantly move the markets, what we can forecast from now on, other than this kind of news, guys. This is very important to understand that, second wave, big concern, and on the other side we have the stimulus and the other positive news about the vaccine, maybe about good guidance for Q3 or Q4 by companies. This can also bring the market higher. Other than that, we have some company news also. Huawei is losing a little bit into the 5G race, right? So they lost out to Nokia and Ericsson in building Singapore's main 5G networks. This is obviously huge deal because Singapore is a very, maybe we have some people from Singapore also watching. Let me know in the comments. Singapore is a very, very advanced country. They are very, very futuristic. I would say they are very similar to Dubai as well. Dubai is also very futuristic. Here everything it's digitalized from your ID card until everything is on the ID card. When you go through the airports, it's everything with face scan and fingerprints, and very futuristic. Every authority has an app, and so it's very, very modern, and I think that's pretty much for Singapore. So you can see Singapore is taking the next step to build a 5G network, which I think it's great. And Nokia and Ericsson is getting the go ahead. So that's unfortunately to Huawei. Let's see how it goes for Europe, because in Europe, as you know, Nokia and Ericsson are very, very strong companies. So I'm very interested if Europe will decide the same. And what about US, right? So I'm very, very interested into this. 5G is so important, guys, for so many countries, and to be next level, because it's the next 2.0 internet, I would say. You will have on your phone better internet than you have now in your home. So this is very important, what will change with that, and we shall see the first 5G devices also by Samsung. I think Samsung has already some 5G devices, but Apple will come with some 5G devices as well. Apropos Apple, let's talk about this. I found this very interesting. This gentleman here wrote the following on Twitter: Apple stock is up 57,974% since Steve Jobs returned to the company, from $0.62 to $360 in 23 years. Now, obviously, there was also a lot of stock splits on the way. But as you can see, if you are thinking long term, it's not even that long, 23 years, not like 50 years or whatsoever. And you can see, if you are investing into those companies who are changing the world, then you definitely can be very, very wealthy, right? So you cannot make so much money by just working. 974,000%, guys. What a return, and what a company. I mean, one in a lifetime company, an investment. It's unbelievable, guys. And another news here from Asia. We are opening the Hong Kong Disneyland, and with a lot of security measures, so a little bit, coming back to normal with this news. So I like that. And let us have a look into the economic calendar for today, because there is obviously, it's Thursday, so the most important calendar event or economic event will be definitely here the initial jobless claims. So 1.3 million are expected. 1.508 was the last time. Last time was almost the same. It was 1.3 million expected, and we had then finally 1.5. So they just took the expected from last time and put it here. So this is always important. What is expected? What is delivered? If the jobless claims will be much less or less than 1.3 million, this will be definitely bullish. And otherwise, it seems to be such a big event and such a bad number for every new week. But the stock market seems also not to much care about that. Other than that, I think not much of a big events here. Gross domestic product is also quite important to understand what's going on there. So this data will come, and otherwise we have a meeting of the ECB in Europe. So this will be also interesting for the interest rate in Europe. So great day ahead with some big economic data, a little bit of breaking news for you guys to start the day. The market opens in about 6 hours, so enough time to place yourself for the next couple of investments. But don't forget, I'm not encouraging day trading or something. It's more about finding the right companies that would change the world. And as you can see with Apple, you can make a really big fortune that way. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to thumb up the video on the way out, and I wish you the very best day and stay safe.